Rise and shine, you gorgeous light beings. I trust and know you're doing absolutely, unequivocally, freaking amazing. Alrighty! The question we have today, before we do cards, I'm going to tell you the question we're going to talk about. Have you ever heard of a fire? Wait and ask permission to burn. Have you ever heard of a storm warning you it's about to hit and wreck anything and everything? What message does the universe has for me? Will I get a job? You are the universe, and the fact that you don't see it is worrying me. You are the universe. D, thanks for resubscribing. You are the universe, and the universe means one eye verse. In other words, uni means the oneness, in the eye means you, and the verse means song. That means your frequency. So if you don't know you're going to get a job, that's exactly what you're going to get, is no job, because you don't know it. But if you know you're going to get a job and you focus on it, then that's what you get, is your job. But the thing is, you don't see it inside of you, you see it outside of you, and you're chasing. And the fact that you're chasing, you're never going to get it, because you're chasing it. You don't believe in yourself. So here's my question to you, Neil. Do you believe in you? 0101, 0701, well, 0702 now. Do you believe in you, Neil? Do you believe in Neil? What cards are we doing today? Oh, these ones, okay. Yes, I do. I'm capable. Okay, if someone believes in themselves, do you think they question and ask someone outside of them if they're going to be happy or they're going to get chopped? Because what does belief mean to you? Because if I believe, I don't ask someone if I'm going to get it. I believe it already to be true. So I'm asking you a question. Do you believe in you? And you said, yes, I'm able. Right. So why are you asking the question? Why do you think a message from the universe, which is yourself, has more value outside of you than yourself inside you? What makes you think I'm more than you? What makes you think I'm more than you? I need you to be honest with me. I need to show you something. Susie, rise and shine, love. It's the same as you can't have faith and worry. Probably. I never thought it like that, but now it clicks right. So, if you believe in yourself, there is nothing outside of you that is more powerful than you. Nothing. Okay. And if you think a piece of paper that was created by man, or another man or woman who thinks they have powers is more than you, you need to go to that mirror and find out why is it that you don't see the value in you and the worth in you. Because I am not more than you, Neil. I'm not. And if anybody looks at me that way, there's something wrong right there. Because the powers that I have is the same powers you have. The exact same. And the fact that you don't see it is worrying. Because you are allowing other people to manipulate your reality when you should be the one in control of your own reality. And that you need to get into your mind. Because if you're allowing others to manipulate your own reality is worrying in itself. Because if I didn't like Neo, I could have fucked up your life like this. Is that what you want? Someone to fuck up your life? I'm asking you sincerely. I'm trying to give you a wake-up call here. If I didn't like you and I was someone who was projecting and I said to Neo, you're going to get the next job is going to be your best job, and I'm actually seeing something so bad and I'm making it real and I'm making it horrific for you, and you're going to take it and say, yes, I agree with you. I'm going to get that job that you're thinking about. and you become miserable in the job because it wasn't the job that you wanted, because you didn't create it? Is that what you want for your world, for your universe? I was visiting the neighbors, lol. Was it that flick of the finger? Neo, think about it. Because that's what everybody is doing when they're going to people and saying, am I going to be in love? Am I going to be happy? Am I going to be rich? And am I going to do this? Am I going to get a job? You are allowing others to fuck up your own life because you don't want to take responsibility and accountability. Not it really makes sense. Thank you so much. So take ownership of your choices. Take ownership of your life and stop blaming others and start taking accountability for yourself. Thank you, Daniela. Bloop, bloop. I don't think you guys realize what you are doing when you're going to other people and asking them what's happening with my life. And you don't know them from a bar of soap. You don't know if they've healed or not. You don't know if they're pure of heart or not. And here you are relying on them to dictate to you what your life is when you should be the one in control of your own life. You really need to sit with yourselves with this. I struggle with what you said the other day. Physical harm is something I created. Yes. Everything is self. Everything. From the movies you watch, from the music you listen to, and the books you read. It creates your realities, and then you don't want to take responsibility for it. Because it's so much easier to blame someone. Isn't that what we were told? It's so much easier to say, you did that, you did that. But when it comes to I did that, it's harder, right? But can you be an observer? You don't understand what an observer is. I don't know who you're listening to, Dee, but whoever is giving you that information, if you say, can you be an observer in a reality of observation, then you don't know what observer means. Observer is you observe yourself. You're observing your thoughts, your words, and your emotions, and you're allowing them to flow with good intentions, right? You're not taking from someone, you're not judging someone, you're not thinking bad about someone, and you're not blaming someone for anything. In other words, you are fully in observed self-awareness, okay? Watcher means I'm watching things and nothing's happening to me. So whoever told you that something's happening to me and I'm an observer, what you're saying is I'm a sheep, fuck me over. I'm a sheep, kill me. Is that what you're saying? Is that the reality? I don't think people are realizing what you are saying. Stop listening to other people, D. Stop listening to other people and go within yourself and find your truth. Because what you're doing is you're listening to people that are manipulating people to be sheep. I don't think you guys are realizing. Hang around with people that allows you to see the power inside of you. Because every single being is power. Every single being is in control of the I, self, I, observed self, I. Every single being has full control of the environment. But if the environment is in control of them and they're playing victim, I'm watching out for those people. I will not surround myself with those people. I will not hang around with most people because I know that they are trying to manipulate people to bow down to them. I don't want you guys to bow down to me. I want you to be beside me. If I power, you power, everybody's power. We're all in control of our own reality and yet creating a beautiful reality. Anything other than that, I'm not interested in listening. I really am not. Miss G, trust you're doing well, love. Thank you for sharing the live, Emily. All right, to my beautiful subscribers who won cards. Subscribers, you know who you are. You know who you are. Shall we start? I'm going to do a different way of doing this. Give me a hook, yeah? Chuck. The wood, you're learning to understand all parts of you. This card, I think, is so perfect for you. So perfect for you. Look at that. Look at you. In true form. Look at the beard. Look at it. I really love that. You're learning to be within your power. I love that. Absolutely love that. Mythical. The Green Man. Okay. Remember, watch who you're listening to. Okay. You still have some things to go through. The world is your own reflection. The world is your own reflection. Connect to nature and let nature show you. Connect to nature and let nature show you. Mythical, I owe you a full reading if I'm not mistaken. Thank you, Daniela. I owe you a full reading. V, you are the spark of life because you are a star. You are the spark of life because you are a star. Stop chasing stars, for you are it already. Thank you for the bloop bloops, guys. Michelle, thank you for the heck yeah, but you need to be a subscriber. Please check the pin messages. It truly is. Daniela, unifying body, mind, soul, oneness. You're incorporating everything and you're filling your cup, and you're going to start to see a transition. In other words, the shift in reality is going to become the one reality. In other words, you're no longer going to see anything separate. You're going to see everything as one. Chrissy, thank you so much for the rose. The red even, right? Even the red. Emily. When you think it's a struggle, it's not a struggle because you finally see the light. When you think it's a struggle, it's not a struggle because you finally see that light. And in that light you see, it's you. Everything is you. Jasmine. The bear stands tall and takes a chance. Take those chances. The bear stands tall and it takes a chance. Take those chances. I believe so. Sonia, thank you so much for the bloop bloop. 111. Are you seeing synchronicities today? Thank you for the follow, Michelle. Thanks for the beautiful message. I truly appreciate it. I appreciate you, V. Daniela, I appreciate you. Thank you for clearing that up. You're welcome. Be mindful of who you're listening to, D. Go into your own reality and go see yourself. Go see yourself. Please, it's important. All right. Yeah, I see. Did everybody get a card? If you didn't give me a heck yeah, give me a heck yeah. Not everybody, my subscribers only. Did all the subscribers get cards? Mythical, do you want your full reading now? Or do you want it next week, Thursday? You don't need a card. You want a card, D. The pole star says, who are you chasing? Who are you chasing, D? Who are you chasing? Who are you chasing? Ooh, now, says Chuck. Ooh, now. Do it another time myself. Okay, cool. I appreciate you. I can do it now if you want. You don't need a card. What you want a card. Subscribers get cards, Galileo. I shall be live later today. Share it on Discord because you are on Discord. I said to Thingies that she must share when they go live, but I don't see them sharing. Lizard! I trust and know you're doing well. Yep. Still the same. Envy. Who's envy? Oh, well, get over it. Okie dokie. Did everybody get a card? I am absolutely well, Lizard. I trust to know you're doing well. All good. If you don't know how to use it, just go on to using Discord. It's on there. When I sent you the welcome thing, just go check on the welcome. It says if you don't know how, go onto that. Just click on that. It's blue and it will take you there. How to use Discord. I am. Thank you. I love that. I absolutely love that. Right. The question for today. The question for today. Have you ever heard of a fire? Wait and ask permission to burn. Who's ever heard of a fire waiting for permission to burn? Thank you for sharing, V. I'm very grateful. Nope. No. So why is it that we need confirmation, validation, or permission to do something? Why? Tapiso says, no. Wow, why is that so profound? I don't know. Ask yourself. We don't. Okay. We don't need permission. But why is it that we're doing it? Why is it that everybody comes to me and says, Marcia, I just need a card, I need a confirmation? Do we actually need a confirmation? A fire doesn't need a fire to tell a fire that it is a fire. It just knows it's a fire, correct? We don't. Goes back to insecurities. Right, what is insecurities? Thank you for sharing, Emily. What is insecurities? If you take the word insecure, that means inside you don't feel safe. Doubt of self. Doubt of self. Okay. If you have doubt of self, where does that stem from? Strong beliefs in lack. Who believed it? Who believed it? Who made you believe it? Was it someone outside of you, or was it someone inside of you, Emily? About fear, right? Fear of what? Fear of what? Low self-esteem. You can put low self-esteem. Low self-esteem. Who created the low self-esteem? Who was this? Galileo. Who created low self-esteem? The judgment. Who judged it? Who judged it? Being yourself. Being yourself makes you insecure. Being yourself makes you insecure. Being yourself makes you doubt. I got lost with Emily. Not being good enough. Not being good enough. Being good enough for who? Being good enough for who? Whose program? Everybody always says program. Whose program? Who's in control of the program? Whose program? Emily, why did you say being yourself? Oh, are you giving the solution, Emily? Being programmed from little? Who's the one in control of you, D? Is it the program or is it you? Who's the one in control over you? Is it the program or is it you? It's always you. Right. It's always you. Okay. Because you've judged you. You are the program. You are in control of yourself and what you program. Exactly. You are in control. You are in control of yourself and what you program because you are the program. You give it a definition, and in that defined I, you become the am. So once you've defined the I, the ego I ego, right? You become the am. So every time you're saying, I got programmed, you didn't get programmed. You chose to be programmed because you didn't see any other way out. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Until finally it clicks and you realize no one has control but you. No one has control. Thank you for sharing the live, Emily. You're always in control of what you do. You're always in control of what you do, what you say, what you think, and you are also in control of your environment. Bernadette, welcome in. Because if the environment is controlling you, then you are still not in control of your own energy. So if you walk into a room and say, oh, I walked into this party and it's such negative energy, I just had to walk away, then you are not in control of your own reality. Because if I can walk into a room, I can change the energy of that room. Literally change the energy of the room. You shift that reality. Everybody is capable of doing that. Because if you are focused on other people, then that is what you are doing. You are focused on their energy, and by doing that, you are saying, I accept that energy, therefore I become it. Be the life of the party. Yes. Be the life of the party. You don't even have to be the life of the party. Chuck, I don't think you understand. You don't have to be the life of the party. I can walk in, say nothing. No one will see me and I can still change the energy. I think you know what I'm saying. You don't have to go in there and make everybody, be happy, be happy. I don't fucking have to talk to anybody and I can still change the energy of that party. I don't have to look at anybody. I can still change the energy of that party. I am the party. Yes. Being the watcher, yes, just by watching, you can change the energy of the party. You don't have to do a thing. You don't have to pick up anything, say anything, talk anything, touch anything. You don't even have to touch a thing. You just walk in, walk out, and you can literally change that whole environment. Yes, I mean fundamental. Right. So if I don't need permission, because a fire doesn't need permission. Lola, welcome in. Right? Fire doesn't need permission to be a fire. Fire doesn't need permission to burn things. So if I am as a human, where I am fire, water, air, I'm all those elements, if fire doesn't need permission, do I need permission? Do I need permission to live my life? Do I need permission? No. So who's stopping you from living your life? I am back to get more of your love. You are love. You don't need love. Galileo says no. Fire doesn't cast a shadow either. Exactly. So if it doesn't cast a shadow either, does that mean you cast a shadow? Nope. Jasmine says nope. Absolutely not, says Chuck. Only need permission of yourself from self. You only need permission from self of self. Right. So, if you are all elements, you don't need permission from anything. You don't need anything from anyone because you are what? You are what? What do you do, Lola? Because you are universal. You are it already. You are the embodiment of it. And if you are it already, you don't need permission. You don't need permission to be anything. You can be anything you want. And if someone comes up to you and says, you can't speak loud, what is that? I can't be me to make your ass feel happy. It just tells me you lack love for yourself. Emit the energy, light, self it. Yes, it's all it. You are it already. You are the embodiment it already. Okay. If a storm comes, does it tell everybody to get out of its way before it hits anything? All good, Mythic? No. Okay, so if I get angry, do I have to tell you guys, get out of my way, I'm just about to get angry. Guys, does a storm do that? Does a storm come up to you and say, humans, get out of the way, I'm about to hit the storm? You're laughing, Daniela? I'm really deep into this question. I'm even thinking doing a whole podcast about that. I cannot telltale signs, pressure drops, winds increases. There's telltale signs, right? If you are in awareness of it and you are in the now, Chuck, what if you aren't in the now? What then? Don't get analytical. Get now. Does a storm come to you and say, I'm fucking you over, I'm going to blow you down, I'm going to break your house down? Does it tell you it's going to throw that tree one side and it's going to hit the roof? Does it actually fucking tell you this? Yes or no? I love it. A storm happens and disasters happens without permission. How? No, it doesn't. You're getting analytical. I said, don't get analytical. Galileo says, no, it doesn't. No, it just gets rid of things in its way. It gets rid of things in its way. As a sentient beings, can we liken ourselves to not sentient beings like fire or water? Everything is the same, Susie. What makes a sentient being a sentient being? Energy. There is nothing separate to you, Susie. Those labels you're all fucking creating is annoying the fuck out of me. Stop trying to find anything outside of you. You are not hierarchy. You're not a fucking piece of shit. We're all the same fucking thing. No one is higher. No one is lower. The aliens are you. The angels are you. The trees are you. The sun is you. The moon is you. What makes a sentient anything different to a human? The label. And the idea, the identity, Susie. Stephen, welcome in. Sentient meaning can perceive. No. Okay. If a storm comes, it doesn't give you warning. It just does. A storm is nature saying, I'm fucked off today. I'm going to blow the fuck over. Right. It allows its emotions to flow. Right. When the river gets fucked off, and it's having a bad hair day, does it warn you that it's about to have a bad hair day? The brain doesn't tell the heart, I am more than you, and vice versa. Fact. It just spills. Right. It just spills. Does the water say, I'm going to be quiet? Does the water say, I'm going to ripple? Does the water say, I'm going to punch you silly, call you Susie Matwetwe, gone beep, beep? Does the water say, ooh, I'm going to be a tsunami today? Or I'm just going to be water? Does it tell you that it's going to be it? The river will carve out a new path if it needs to. No, never. Right. I like what you're saying, Lizard. The water doesn't about anything in its path that it wants to destroy everything. What makes it destroy? What makes you think it's destroying? The human ego? What if it's actually not destroying it? Did anybody think about this? Because if the water's destroying it, do you think the fire is not? What makes a difference between the fire and the water? And the storm? What's the difference between the three? I love storm, so do I. We had one the other day on Friday when I was busy recording, so you can actually hear it. I see myself in it, yes. It's removing obstacles, put on its way. Okay, but Is it removing obstacles? Or is it the ego that's seen it as a destroyer and an obstacle? Let's go deep, guys. Let's go deep. I really want to go deep in this. I don't completely understand, but I'm here to try to understand. That's the reason I asked the question. Yes, but that's why I said, don't see anything outside of you. See this as you. Guys, go deep into your fucking guts and see this as you. Because everybody knows everything is you, correct? We all know everything is us, right? Nothing is more, nothing is less. Right. So, as you, what makes a fire different to a storm, different to water? Who knows? Galaxy, welcome in. Phoenix made me think about that. Right. Why the Phoenix? I love storms. I think they're brilliant. Love that. Shanika, just to know you're doing well. How deep is the water? Does it really matter? How deep is the water? Just reclaiming its natural course. Reclaiming its natural course, according to her, Bernadette. Go deep. Emily, thank you for sharing. Water is see-through. Yes. If water is see-through, Umar, what is fire? Nothing. It's a flow. It's a flow of what, Jasmine? Jasmine understands what I'm coming to. No one knows how deep the water is. It's endless. Right. Why? To build yourself from ashes. Do you need to build yourself from ashes, or is it the idea, limitation? Nansaki, welcome in. Is it the idea, limitation that you need to build or break? I want us to go deep. It doesn't set out to remove anything. It merely flows. It merely flows. A fire is merely being. A storm is merely being. And the sea is merely being. That's all it is. It's merely being. That's it. It's merely being it. Okay? Energy of life. Energy of life. What, the water? Jasmine, is it the water? It can be considered energy of life, but the water needs other elements to be alive. Because if it didn't have those elements, it wouldn't exist. And I don't think people are aware of that. I can't wake up my son up. He has to go to the course for the preparation of university exam. You can't? Oh, that's easy. Cold water from the fridge, on the bed, on the face. Any element moves without intention of that which is around it. Fact. Fact. It moves without intention. It moves without intention. Jasmine says everything, everything, everything. Okay, right. It moves without intention. Susie, if you had to look at yourself as a fire, look at yourself as a water, look at yourself as a storm, what makes you different to all of those elements? What makes you different to those elements? Do you believe you're more than those elements? Do you believe you're more than those elements? Or do you believe that the elements are outside of you? Lizard says nothing. Mythical says yes. I am conscious and can perceive and think and decide. Right. So what are you trying to tell me? That the fire, the water, and the wind doesn't have that? Is that what you're telling me, Susie? Why can't humans breathe underwater? They can, because you are breathing water. It's called mist. You're breathing water already, Umar. You can breathe underwater. You came from a uterus that had water. But then you got slapped in the ass and said, breathe. And you went, and now you're breathing. But you can breathe underwater. We are literally made up of all those elements, the same elements in the stars. Yes. That's why I said everything is you. Susie, yes, I don't see example water as thinking or deciding being. All right. So there's nothing that I'm going to say that's going to make you understand. The only way you can understand is you take water, okay? And in that water, take a glass of water. Take a glass of water and you take a picture of a star and you put the glass on top of that star, right? You put the glass on top of that star and you leave it there for 24 hours. And then you're going to take that water and you're going to put it in the freezer. And then you're going to take that water and you're going to put it in a microscope. And in that microscope, it's going to show you the star. But you need to see it for your own eyes, because if I'm going to tell you, you're not going to understand it. There's nothing that I can say that can make it, because, Susie, you're the type of person you need to see it to believe it. You don't believe it to be seen. So if water is you and you believe you are all elements and you are a conscious being, you have separated. Stephen, welcome in, brother. Can we touch fire? Yes, you can. Yes, you can touch fire. You should know this, Omar, if you're connected to your inner being. You can walk on water, you can fly, you can do what the fuck you want. If you are in the being eye, you can. Do you get what I'm trying to tell you, Susie? You're trying to force yourself to understand it. It's just going to upset you. So don't try and force it. Even take two plants, Susie. Take two plants. One plant, say ugly words to it. And one plant, say nice words. Make it the same plant. Do that test for 7 days. And the one that was loving words, see how it grows. And the one was ugly words, see how that grows. Okay. Can you walk on fire if you really want to? You can do anything you want to. You can fly, you can walk on fire. You can even create wind. If I can do it, so can you guys. I trust and know you healed with ease and grace, Stephen. I can understand your frustration, Susie, but don't frustrate yourself trying to force something that shouldn't be there. They did that to water and popped under a microscope. Yeah. If you put water on the palm of your hand and then you freeze that water droplet, when you look at under the microscope, it becomes your hand. You are created with water. You've got 70, 80% depending on your crystalline. In other words, how high you're vibrating. The higher you vibrate, the higher you crystallize. So everything is about the frequency and the vibration that you're in. But your vessel, your meat suit has to conform to it. So every piece of cell, my eye has a brain, my eyelashes have a brain, my hair has a brain, my skin has a brain, my hands have a brain, my lungs have a brain. Each part of me has their own consciousness. It literally has its own consciousness. And the only way you're going to know that is once you are able to find you and remember who you are. Because a lot of people are realizing that remember who you are is, I can manifest now. No, remember who you are is realizing that you are more than you think. You are more than you think you are. Grand Rising, see Sandy. Lungs have a brain, yes. Your heart has a brain, lungs has a brain, kidney has a brain. Everything is consciousness. That's how you can heal yourself. Because if it didn't, you couldn't heal yourself. Your gut has too much of effect on the body as the brain. It acts as a brain in and itself. Everything. It's not the gut. Your leg has a brain. Your muscle has a brain. Your skeleton has a brain. Everything has a consciousness. Nothing is more, nothing is less. Your blood has a brain. Your white cells have a brain. Your veins have a brain. And that is how you are spiritually connected, because you can heal without things outside of you. Nothing is more, nothing is less. If the science says that your heart is more than your pancreas, I'm going to tell science, here's my love, here's my light. Because if I can talk to my pancreas, I can talk to my heart, and I can talk to my kidneys, and I can talk to my lungs, and they listen to me, then they are a brain too. And that means they have ears too. And that means they are conscious too. How is it that you are healing your bodies, my brothers and sisters? Your gut has, you have the power to live your life and your dreams. It depends what is life and dreams to you. Okay, you believe each thing has its own consciousness. Now I can, okay, yeah, there you go. Maybe I should have said it different. Tapa, sorry, no, it was. It's all good, all good. Not the brain, the neurons. You can label it a brain, you can label it a neuron, you can label it a piggy tail, but it's all the same thing. Galileo, it's all the same thing. It doesn't matter how many labels we put it to make ourselves feel more special. A shit is still a shit is still a shit. What is a neuron? Memory. What is a brain? Memory. A brain is a brain is a brain. We're going to keep adding new labels just to make ourselves look smarter, because we still don't justify that we are the ultimate already. Does that make sense what I said? So the main brain is the heart. No. The heart is a magnet. That's it. It's a magnet. So true, taking the blessing I have gave myself. I am the creator. Yes, you are. Okay. Guys, there is nothing more. You can keep putting labels. You can keep putting labels to justify that you're more smarter than everybody else. But a lion knows, a tree knows that a thing is a thing is a thing. And it is an it is an it. It doesn't need to be defined as a new name to make it more than. Because it's all the same thing. Nothing is different. You shape the idea. If someone gives you the idea, you become that idea by focusing on that idea. That's what makes it an it. Now does it make sense what I'm saying? Because nothing is real until you feed it. And the more labels you're creating just to look smart is already telling me you don't see yourselves as smart. When you are it already, you don't need a new label to make yourself more. Intelligence was a thing in the family. Won't do that to my kids. Let your kids be your kids. Stop trying to control them not to be something that you didn't want to be. Because maybe they do want intelligence. Just because you didn't doesn't mean it's fair on them. Right? Let children be who they want to be. Just because I didn't like something doesn't mean that my children won't like it. Because they are different to me. So I'm not going to stop them by saying, you can't be intelligent because I don't like intelligence. I'm going to say, go be you. Tell me what you like. Find what it is that you evolve in and it makes you happy and you feel at peace, and create that your reality. And if they feel like changing after 6 months, let them change it. If they don't want to do anything, they don't have to do anything. But they do know that they can't lean on me. Fact. I still can't wake him up. So should I let him go on sleeping? Galaxy, who's the mother, me or you? Who's the mother, Galaxy, me or you? Did you throw water? My son told me ages ago that he wanted to save lives and be a doctor. Let him be. Me? Okay, so why are you telling me what to do with your son? I'm highly intelligent, yet here I am, relearning how to be. I don't see it as learning. I see it as remembering. Random and anime. I love anime. Hi. I absolutely love anime. And I told him, you be what you want to be. Yes. Let the children be. You glad that I love anime? There's a lot of truth in anime that people don't watch. We anime friends. What makes a friend a friend? A follow? I don't think so. A follow doesn't make a friend a friend. A friend is someone that I can touch, feel, hold. It's not a button. I think you understand what I'm saying. What makes a friend a friend? It's definitely not a follow. Yeah, you see. All right, does anybody have any questions with this? Does anybody have any questions with this? A friend to me is someone who I can reply. You say rely on and trust. So what you're saying to me is that you will only trust someone if they do everything you want them to. In other words, they have to conform to your rules and understanding of what it is you like a friend to be, and they have to mold themselves to be that. That's what you just told me, Mythical. Galileo says family. What makes family family? I love where we're going in. I'm going to give you my truth, and you take what I say and say Nishikukus or define it for yourself. This is how deep I go in my own reality. I've not too long joined. Oh, you just joined, see, Sandy? I hear you. Jody, welcome in. What's on the board? Have you ever heard of a fire wait and ask permission to burn? Have you ever heard of a storm warning you it's about to hit a wreck or anything and everything? Have you ever heard of a sea telling you it's about to come at you? Just to clarify, I did in-depth studies. It isn't constructive to place a label on your child. Absolutely. And you don't need to study that. Can I tell you what I found out recently? That studying something is me being a fool of it. I'm only talking about myself, Lizard. I'm not talking about others. Studying something made me a fool because I was literally living my life of what others people's perception of what a study is, and instead of taking my own reality, and in that reality take my own perspective of everything I've learned in life, which has gained my wisdom, which is why I'm doing this. And in that wisdom, I share seeds. I'm not enforcing anything to anyone. I'm making you think within yourself, to know yourself, to become yourself, and then make your own justification. I have a problem with learning. Because what you're learning is learning what other people tell you you should be. And I'm saying, I'm going to go answer your question with a question, and I'm going to give you my stuff, and you can then decide for yourselves. Intelligence is a label. Yes, it's just a label. It is, Lizard. I agree with you on that one. It's just a fucking label to literally make some people not justify who they are. In other words, I'm more than that. It's the hierarchy thing. It drives me insane. Jody, welcome in, my love. Right, does anybody have any questions with this? Where do you want me to go with this? Because I can tell you where I'm going to go with this. Does anybody have any questions? I think it's like this. I can't understand why this board moves. Is it the phone that moves or the board? I wonder. Anybody? You're welcome, Jody. Was it irritating you too, Jody? Does anybody know where I'm going with this? Take a guess. Going once? Going twice? I'm going to tell you where I'm going with this. If fire, water, air, earth, sun, doesn't need permission to be who it wants to be, why is it as a human we are looking to be defined as a thing and needs permission to just merely express itself as a being? Why do we need permission to express being? That's right, Jasmine. Ripped my Wi-Fi out of the Wally by mistake. I hope I didn't miss. No, you didn't miss anything. Thank you, Galaxy. Intelligence is a label. Okay, we got that. Right. Why is it that a human needs to be defined as a thing or needs permission to express its emotions? Why is it that you cannot be cross? Why is it that you cannot be happy? Why is it that you cannot be sad? Why is it that if I tell you, listen, yeah, I don't like what you said to me, for some reason it affected me, everybody gets triggered? You're welcome, Stephen. Trevor, thank you for the gifts. I'm very grateful. Why? Why is it that you can't eat an egg? Why is it that you can't eat a plant? Why is it that you can't take a walk? Why is it that we are not being a natural? Like, this is being natural. This is being natural. It's being natural. Why is it that we can't be natural? Why? Ego. Who's the ego? Because we are looking for something, someone to tell us who the hell we are. Right. Why? I'm going to put inside, outside. I like who said that. Because we are looking for something, someone to tell us who the hell we are. Exactly. Trees needs water, air, and sun. Actually, no. They actually don't. Not all of them. Because if trees needs water and sun, so does humans. What I'm actually asking, Umar, is not what we need. Okay? Because a tree doesn't ask a human being permission to be a tree. It just is a tree. But a human doesn't like a tree being a tree. It cuts it down for a house. An ant doesn't ask a human to be an ant. It just is an ant. Why do humans need permission to be something? Mane, rise and shine. Lack of self-identity. Identity is ego. Stephen said ego, identity. Something outside said so. Something outside said so. Whose control? Who's in control of you? The outside or the inside? Angel wings. I didn't see you pop in, my love. Rise and shine. Like a baby, it cried when wants to, laughs when wants to, sleeps when wants to. Then we get told what to do. Right. But why is it we got told what to do and we're still staying there? It's the system in charge. It strips away. No. If you think the system's in charge, you'll always be controlled. Because then you don't know your own power. Else, do you think you are powerful? Or do you know you are powerful? What's the one? When we grow up, we start dictating to us how to act. Who's starting to dictate to you? Catherine, welcome in. I understand. All right. So if you are powerful, then that means nothing has control over you. So don't say it's others, because it's not. If you're all in awareness that you are the powerful being and you're still playing the victim and blaming the outside, you are fucking feeding that energy. You are making them powerful. Instead of feeding that energy to them, feed that motherfucking energy to yourselves. Because you are the powerful being. No one has control over you but you. And the only fact that they exist is because you're all still feeding that motherfucking energy. So don't say it's them, it's you. You know you are powerful, right? If you know you are powerful, inside awareness and knowing, right? Inside is awareness. Awareness, which is a knowing. Inside is an awareness. It's a knowing. Because I'm behind messages, guys, because until we finally remember what I am, our ego grabs onto whatever. Who's the ego? Babies trust the inner compass overhidden by the voices of others. Right. Right. We trust our inner compass. Lizard said something profound. Trust the inner compass. What happened? Danko, you're welcome. Are you a doctor? I'm a being. I am a human being, Umar. And being a human being, is that not enough to be? Why do I have to be a label, to be a thing? Thank you. Keep tapping. I appreciate you. I am. Yes, absolutely. The inner compass is our inner map. Right. So if the inner compass is your inner map, who is in control over you? The outside or the inside? You all said inner compass. Who's control over you? The outside or the inside? The inside. The inside. Ernest, welcome in. Because if God wanted everyone to be a doctor, then we'll be fine. What about the sick people? What about the sick people? You're only sick because you're holding on to the past. People aren't supposed to be sick and we're not supposed to be dying. It's a belief system that I don't agree with, Umar. We are more powerful than you think you are. Because if I can heal myself, so can other people. If I can jump over a lake, so can other people. I am not more than anybody. No, at all. And if you don't like what I'm saying, Umar, then you don't resonate, then go and find someone who will resonate with what you believe in. Okay. What I'm showing you is the power is you. You are the power. There is nothing that has control over you but you. Nothing. The mind. Who is the mind? Do you believe in higher power? I believe you are the higher power. There is nothing outside of you. What about the heart? What makes the heart, the brain, the leg, the arm any different to the heart? Nothing is different. I am healed because I deserve to be healthy. I'm healed because I am healthy. We are. The brain. Who's the brain? I am. Mind over matter. Right. Mind over matter. If it don't matter, you don't mind, right? So who's the mind and who's the matter? We are. I'm the mind. We are all of it. Exactly. Pretty, trust you're doing well. Welcome in. The physical is not meant to die. No. You transform. You transform. Who is God, Tanya? Do you know who God is? Who's God? Thank you for the gifts. I'm very grateful. Pretty, thank you so much. I'm very grateful. Are you sure, Mythical? No one knows? Amazingly knows. Amazingly knows who is. I know who is. Anybody else know who's God? See, Sandy knows who she is. Does that make me more than anybody else? Daniela knows. Catherine knows. Jasmine knows. Does that make me more than anybody? No. Why? Because I love everybody as I love myself. I know who I am and I can't speak for anyone else. Exactly. Exactly. And I understand that. Can everybody understand that everybody can be accepted for who they are, Umar? Can you understand that everybody can be accepted? Because if I have blood in my veins and meat in my muscle, am I different to you, Omar? Does me being a human make me less than you being a human because I have different beliefs, different understandings? You are your own God for your life. Don't speak for others, speak for yourself, Emily. I asked if you know who you are. Guys, speak for yourselves. Ernest says God is with us all. That's what Ernest understands. I know of someone who is legless, right? And just because that person chose that reality in that now, does that mean they are bad people? What makes someone legless, blind, deaf, armless, any less than you that's full-bodied? Nothing. According to me, they are still a human being, and I value them as I value myself. And I will treat them the same way I treat myself. I'm not going to pity them. I'm not going to feel sorry for them because they're still a human being. Nothing is more, nothing is less, right? Guys, if you don't resonate with what I say, we're going to carry on here. Scroll on to the next lives. Right. So fire, water, air, earth, sun, moon doesn't ask permission to be it. It is natural. It acts natural. If it wants to burn, it burns. If it wants to fly, it flies. If it wants to create a storm, it creates a storm. If it wants to rain, it rains. If it wants to move, it moves. It doesn't ask permission because it's all natural, right? Here we are as humans, right? And we don't want to be natural because we're trying to control and manipulate others because hierarchy comes to play, right? But what if I tell you we are just as natural as them? What if I tell you we're just as natural as them? That's right, Chuck. And what is one? One is I, we, us, me, you, all. And nothing at the same time. That's one. So whether you use an I, or whether you use a me or a we, it's still one, which is all and nothing at the same time. I would say that you are correct. Because what makes this more different to this? Exactly. So if you get triggered if someone says I or me, that means you have defined them as more or less. When I, we, me, guys, I, me, us, you, them, they is all and nothing once. These are just fucking labels. That's it. They are fucking labels. And if you think one is more than another, then you don't know the inner power that you are. It's simple. Nothing is more, nothing is less. We are made of the image, and no, not according to me. I believe that we are it already. We're not in the image of nothing. They're just descriptions of what? A defined thing. Princess! Princess, I'm going to tag you on a video. I'm giving you a heads up. Because I'm going to take your words and I'm actually going to take the video and I'm going to tag you. I just had to apologize for reacting, but the one or the other side didn't for their act. I don't understand what you're saying, Galaxy. I must have missed something. Okay. I, me, us, you, them, they are all and nothing at the same time. It's the same as all of this. It's the same as this. Nothing is more, nothing is less. And the only reason why you are seeing things outside of you is because you still don't understand that everything is you. And it's simple. Because if you're manifesting, your body is a manifestation. Your breath is a manifestation. Being able to see is manifestation. Being able to move is a manifestation. Being able to hear is a manifestation. Being able to walk is a manifestation. Being able to do things is a manifestation. Everything is a manifestation. I, self, I, me, you, I. Everything is a thing. But it's nothing different, because if that's natural, and this should be natural too. You're welcome, Jasmine. There's no difference, absolutely. One of my colleagues had cried because they thought that I found insufficient. They thought that I found it insufficient. As long as you guys communicated, that was good. Princess, thank you for the blue. Manifesting is the moment. Yes. In the now, Jody. Manifesting is the moment in the now. But instead of apologizing, ask her why she thought that. Because she's trying to tell you that you can't speak naturally because she is petty. Guys, where I'm going with this, okay, when are you going to stop being adults? Because children are more adults than adults in itself. I'm going to say this again. Children are more adult than the adults are. I'm going to repeat this again. Children that you look down to, control, manipulate, have more adultcy than an adult has. Because if I say something and it's like, oh, Marcia, what you said affected me, then I'm going to say, why do you even exist? Because if you have to be petty with everything that everybody tells you, why the fuck do you exist? You don't see a child saying, I don't like that word. I don't like how that made me feel. It just observes. I don't like that you talk so loud, but you go to heavy metal music and you listen to loud music and you go to discos, but you have a problem when someone is expressing themselves freely. Make that make fucking sense, petty. How much more petty do you want to be? You don't see a tree tell a tree you're a fucking idiot because you're too loud. You don't see a tree tell a wind, you fucking disaster. You don't see any of this judging anything. They're all natural. They're allowing things to be as they are. They're allowing things to present themselves as they are. But the thing is, as adults, we don't communicate. Absolutely none. I felt this way because you made me feel. I didn't make you feel that way. You made yourself feel that way. Now you need to go within yourself. So do you want to talk about it? Let's sit down and talk about it. Right. Marcia, why do you think that I made you feel that way? No, it's just something you said, right? But that was not my intention. But for some reason, somewhere in your childhood, this is a repeated pattern you have. But no, we don't do that. We go at each other and say, don't talk like that anymore because it's a trigger. You don't see a tree hide from the wind after it's been hit by the wind. Do you see a mountain hide by a storm after it's been hit by a storm? It faces it the next time, and it faces it the next time, and then it faces it the next time. When are you all going to stop being petty? When are you going to be an adult? But she doesn't talk to me, but talks with other people. Then why are you even hanging around with her? This reminds me, yesterday you mentioned you wanted to touch on why are some of us pansies. Exactly, that's where I headed. And I started with that question. I was triggered what you said, but I spent some time asking why that was, and it was my ego. I get you, Susie. I get it. I get it, Lizard. I get it. As adults, we communicate less honestly than children. There you go, Susie. I remember I was always observing as a child, but judged not. Exactly. So what happened as an adult? What happened? Where did it go wrong? The fact that we wanted to be other people because we hated the fact that we are it already? But as an adult, I began to judge. Why? Marcy, you're 100%. Thank you, Ernest. You're welcome, Mythical. Just observing feels so good. Exactly. Observing feels so good because you're allowing people to be who they are. So why is it that we're telling people what to do and what not to do? Let's go there. Top of the morning, Deborah. Rise and shine. We are a commission of 8 English book writers. She is one of us, right? So if she's one of you, why does she want you to change? Acceptance. What's acceptance, Chuck? What's acceptance? If my brother is an alcoholic and he starts a fight with me, do I want him to change? I would love that. Can I do something about it? Absolutely not. Can I control him? Absolutely not. Why? Because he has to make that choice to make that change, because this is his life. Do I want to surround myself with my alcoholic brother? I would rather not, because I already know I love him as he is and I'm going to wish him well instead. Why? Because if I love me, I should be able to love him as he is. Right? Then I feel free to be me. Exactly. Then I feel free to be me, Jasmine. So ask yourselves, do you feel free to be you? Observing, is that you learning on your own? Observing yourself. How are you reacting when someone says something? Observe self. Watching is watching others without trying to fix them or change them. Jody says self-love. I apologize, Marcia, not to cause a problem, even if I'm still, well, you see, then you're not facing this, but I hear you. I hear you. Galaxy, I don't know. You're either going to face her and force her to face you and tell her that this is what you know, or just let people be who they are. I can feel peace then. Exactly. If someone slaps you, you feel the sensation on your body. You can't actually feel their hand. Fact, we did this yesterday. Absolutely, Lizard. Just started to feel that. Oh, Jasmine! Jasmine! So if you've let her, then you shouldn't be talking about her. Because once you accept someone as they are, you no longer talk about them. Because every time you talk about them, you become them. Why? Guys, Jasmine just felt that feeling. But why did you feel the need to share it? There's still something you're holding on to, Galaxy. Guys, if you still feel the need to talk about someone else and not about yourself, then there's still something in you. Because every time you talk about other people, you actually become that person. You don't realize this. By talking about someone, you hand over your power. You also become them. Because of the pungent focus there. Yes, you can say that. Have I ever felt powerful enough like this? As Jasmine said, she felt it and so did I. I love that. But by talking about her, thinking about her, you are giving her energy. Galaxy, I need you to be aware of this. Talking, thinking, you're giving it energy. And what happens is, everything is a mirror. It reflects back to you. How was she a risk if she was just showing you who she is? Ask yourself that. How was she a risk if she was just showing you who she is? What is it in you that you don't like about her? What part of you is merely reflecting back to you? What is she trying to teach you about you? Because it's not about her, it's about you. Willingness to love yourself will give you the knowledge and respect of all. Absolutely. So what do I do when people ask me about someone I'm not speaking at anymore? I look around and I say to them, do you see this person here? No. So then why are you bringing them up? I am thankful for those who show me their truth. So am I. I learn a lot because we work together and she is talking anyone about me. So how do you know she's talking about you to everyone? How? How do you know that she is talking to other people about you, Galaxy? Already there is a fucking problem. Those people, you should be careful, because if they're talking about her to you, they're talking shit about you to her. It's not her, it's you, because you're listening to those fucking people. You are listening to those fucking people. Because if someone comes to me and talks shit about someone and that person is not there, it's not that woman, it's the person talking to me. Because if you're talking to me about someone who's not there, I'll ask you why. Why are you talking about them? Oh, because she's talking about you. So bring her here and ask her in front of me, why is she talking, instead of coming me with stories? Because their understanding, her understanding are three different understandings when you finally get it. Because then it's a he said, she said, they said. And what does this cause? Does anybody know what a he said, she said, they said cause? Who knows what that is? Who knows what that is? Why are you telling me to stop? If I have to stop, then you must fuck off as well. Because you asked me the question, Galaxy. This is where I get fucked off with you guys. You asking for guidance, and when I show you where the fucking problem is, you get angry. Then don't fucking ask me. We weren't talking about this. We were talking about this. So why did you bring your friend up? None of our business to worry about what others say about us. Fact. What you just said is exactly my beliefs. Words don't hurt it and of themselves here. Exactly. So what happens if you've got a he said, she said, and a they said? Okay. We get what? Hate. What happens if you hate? Unconditional love? How can you be unconditional love when you're sitting there? Oh, did she talk about me? Oh, they're talking about me. Oh, she's horrible. Is that love? Is that love? Is that natural? Do you see nature do that? Does the wind say fire? You look like an asshole. No. So why is us as humans doing that? Make that make sense to me. It doesn't make sense, does it? How can you love yourself when you're still talking bad about other people? Make that make sense to me. How do you love someone unconditionally if you still don't like who they are in their natural state? Why can't they be who they are? Who knows? If you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? Exactly. We spoke about this the other day, months ago, but still, right? Marcia takes time to address our questions. Don't ask questions if you don't really want her reply. Marcia takes time to address our questions. Don't ask questions if you don't really want to reply. Yes, Susie. Okay, I love myself enough not to get involved. Right. I love myself not to get involved. Does that mean I run away? Listen, thank you for jumping in my ship. Do I run away? No. Why? Stephen, why? Quite the opposite. Why? You can love someone but still not like parts of it. Alex, I disagree. You either love someone or you don't. The world is based on yes or no, not something, sometimes, somewhere. You either love them for who they are or you don't love them at all. Choose one, yes or no. No, Galaxy, you weren't. You were asking the question. You weren't just sharing. You were actually asking the question, Galaxy. I make a choice, right? You choose that, right? I keep dreaming of a baby. Ask yourself why. I meant to say you are incredible. Thank you. I still the watcher. Right, as a watcher, do you do anything? Human agency. Everything is you, Sin Sandy. Nothing is outside of you. I can only control myself. Just be myself and let me be. Right. Just be myself and let me be. Doesn't mean I still run away. Because then you... Wait, hold on. Stephen, what did you say? Because you're leading with an ego that everyone has. Are you talking about everyone or you're talking about you, Stephen? Remember, when we talk, we don't talk about others. We talk about ourselves. So if you don't leave, why? You make a choice and you stick to it. You make a choice and you stick to it. Daniela says, no, not true. Unconditional is loving them even though you don't like parts of them. But that is saying to you are going to manipulate people to mold them to be. Because love means accept. Unconditioned means you still got conditions. Where's the un? Unconditioned means there's no conditions. So Alex, go to your dictionary and find out what unconditioned means. Unconditioned means I love as is. Not I love this, hate this, don't know about this. Go read the book. Go to your dictionary, go find out what unconditioned means. Love them from a distance. You could love them from a distance, but there's something new I learned, Jody. Bernadette says no. Stephen says me. Exactly. From within. Let it be. Let it be. Galaxy, I'm going to mute you. Galaxy, I'm warning you now. I'm going to mute you. I will mute you, Galaxy. You can run away from yourself. Right. You can't run away from yourself. You can't run away from yourself. You can't run away from yourself. Why? Forever I go, there I will be. Wherever I go, there I will be. Wherever I go, there I will be. Wherever I go, there I will be. I'm going to say this again. Wherever I go, there I will be. And the mirror. And the mirror. What makes something bad, Alex? That's what I'm trying to tell you. What makes something bad? Society? Control? What makes something good and what makes something bad? Alex, what makes something good? What makes something bad? Nothing. It's your judgment that makes it a bad or a good. So to say that you love unconditionally, you've judged them and you've limited them from your self-limitation. So if you're saying that I love the good parts of them and the bad parts of them, then what you're telling me is that you don't know what love is. Because love means accept as is. You don't see nature doing that. You don't see nature saying this is good or this is bad. Society does. Humans does. And that in itself is a problem. And that is why people are creating the chaos in society. Nothing is good, nothing is bad. It's the judgment perception that you give it as a good or a bad. So why are we judging? If nature doesn't judge, nature doesn't tell the fire to stop being a fire. Absolutely not. A person's actions towards you can also indicate if the person is good or bad. What makes the person good or what makes the person bad? Jody. What makes them good? What makes them bad? The judgment you give it. Daniela, I appreciate you. Sweet dreams fly high. As a nature, in nature, when you go into nature, Jody, when you go into nature, you don't see the tree saying, you're good, you're ugly, you're pretty, you're Gucci, you're rich, you're poor. So in nature, how is that natural to make it a good or a bad? Come on, let's get real. What makes something good? What makes something bad? Because you're all a bunch of hypocrites. The fact that you are saying there's good and bad, you're a hypocrite. Because if you've judged them as good and bad, what the fuck are you? There's three fingers pointing back at you. There's three fingers pointing back at you. So every time you say them, they, look in your fucking mirror because they're your fucking mirrors. And if you think they're bad, what makes you think you're good? The hierarchy, the crown that you give it, the shoes that you wear. A human is a human is a human. A book is a book is a book. What makes it different? There you go, Goth. Our thoughts of people creates the positive or negative. Should it actually be there, Goth? Thank you, Goth. There's only experience. There's only experience. If you look at a perfection, you'll find it. If you look at imperfections, you'll find them. Thank you, Lizard. You are what you think you are. And if you're judging them, that's what you think you are. I'm going to say this again. Thank you, Goth. You are what you think you are. And if you're judging them, that's what you think you are. Were you there at the murder? You don't know my story to bring that up, Jody. Be mindful of what you're saying there. You don't know my story because you're fucking judging me and you don't live my life. You don't know what I've had on my head and my stomach. So I would watch what you say. Be mindful. What about bad behavior? What is bad behavior? What is violence? Because if a storm is storming, is that bad behavior? And if a storm, a tornado, is it bad behavior? You came into this world with nothing, you leave the world with nothing. Did they actually steal yours? Or is it the fact that you are attached to it that makes you think they stole from you? Really think about it. Guys, go deep into this. Right? Right? Really think about it. Go into a deep thing. What makes us different to all of this? Very mindful, I've been through it in 2 weeks. Right. So in those 2 weeks prior to that, what were the movies? What was the fear? What was the conversations? What was everything that happened prior to that, Jody, that brought that into your reality? Because everything that I went through was the movies I was watching, the books I was reading, the music I was listening, and the fear-based programming that everybody was feeding me, and I allowed myself to accept it as real. So, everything I went through, I know why. And nobody did it to me but myself. Okay. Pedro, trust you're doing well. I'm not challenging you in any way. So I'm saying to you guys, I know what I went through and I know why I went through it. Because when I went into myself and I saw all those realities and all the movies and why I went through what I went through, why the gun to the head, knife to the stomach, all that motherfucking shit was all the shit that I was feeding my mind. So if you're saying that this happened because of this, ask yourself for the last 4 months, what were you talking about? What were you watching? Were you watching crime movies? Were you watching cop movies? Because all of that comes into play. And if you fed that energy, that came into your reality. Because that's how reality works. And no one wants to talk about that because no one wants to take accountability. I take accountability and responsibility for everything that happened. And I forgive them and I forgive myself. I forgive myself for the thoughts that I had. I forgive myself for the shit that I fed my body. Fed my body, fed my body, fed my body, fed my body, fed my body. Not just this, fed. I did that to me. Okay. So what makes it different here? You want peace in the world, you got to get real. You want the world to change, you got to get real. Because if nature doesn't fucking compare each other, and they are natural, they let each other be natural, they let each other express themselves the way they want to express, what makes you think you're more than that? The label that you're giving yourselves? Our own minds, our reality. You can believe in negative energy or you can believe in positive. Fact. Garth. Perfectly said. Fact. It's the judgment you give it as good or bad. You're doing it to yourselves. Every time you're judging it, you're doing it to yourselves. Because something good comes to you and you're like, ha, and all of a sudden it comes to you and it's a gift because this is what you manifested. And then you go, I can't believe this happened. What the fuck did you just say? I can't believe this happened. You just said, I'm not worthy of receiving it. And then you wonder why you keep receiving shit. Because when shit happens, you keep talking about it. You don't understand what I went through. You don't understand what I lost. You don't understand who I got. You put more energy on that than you put more energy on that. What if you don't put energy on anything and just let be? What if? Someone said something in one of my videos. I said I was going on a what if, and that comment was so profound. The if. He said something about the if, and I didn't take a screenshot, which is a pity. We can't forgive ourselves for our past because we can only do better once we know better. What makes you think that we didn't know better then? Susie, I'm grateful you brought that up. What makes you think that you didn't know better then? What's the difference then and now? Scientifically speaking, your brain doesn't know what's real. So what you focus on will be, yes. If you want to bring science as science, spot on, Lizard. Thank you for who was that? Rico, thank you for the follow. I'm very grateful. Sunrise, thank you for the follow. 100% felt that. In action. What's in action? Come on, we're going to go deep. We're doing this together. I'm not above you. I'm not below you. We're all freaking equal. Thank you for the bloop bloop. For me personally, now look for answers inside, not outside. Right. Why? If you say negative things, you will manifest negative reality. Fact. So manifest positive. Fact. Goth. Julie. I see you, sister. Trust you're doing well, my love. With all respect, by the way, yes, because you are God and I'm God, Meg. Therefore, I love you as I love myself. Rise and shine, gorgeous. Thank you, Mani. Allowing all to happen without expectations and regret. Without expectations and regret. What is expectations? Because I remember now who I am, who we all are. Nice, Susie. Always wave. Always wave. All right. What I'm trying to say, if we hate the world, it means we hate ourselves. We've been talking about this for the last 4 days. If you hate the world, you hate yourself. If you hate your neighbor, you hate yourself. You cannot tell me that I love this, but I don't like this. That's not love. And if you say it's unconditional love, then that's not love. Because unconditional is accept. As a matter of fact, unconditional is an ego, profound way of humanity saying, I need to define it even more. And I'm telling you, love means accept everything as is. That's what love is. Accept. But our ego says, unconditionally, but I like this and I hate this. You don't love. You don't love if you are liking something and you don't like something. You don't love because nature accepts. Nature loves. It lets it be natural. But we became little pity kids, spoiled brats that doesn't allow people to speak their truth, and they hide behind their masks and they stop them from being who they are. How many times are you going to keep hiding behind those masks? Oh, I couldn't tell them. I was afraid I was going to hurt them. You're lying to me because you lied to yourself. Oh, I couldn't. I held back because I didn't want them to see all of me. You're lying to yourself. You're lying to them. Nature doesn't hide. It shows. Here I am. I'm a fire. Nature doesn't hide. It shows. Here I am. I'm the wind. Here I am, I'm coming. Rain doesn't hide, it shows. Earth doesn't hide, it shows. So why is it that you are not being natural? Make that make sense to me. Come on, make that make sense. I was told I was a complacent and our partner, I'm learning to accept. I've taken out the word learning. I'm accepting. This is where my thing comes in on, I don't expect anything from my kids. Yes, princess, it's beautiful. When I first came across you, you do remember what I said, this is my last trip to Earth. And I said, yes, no, it's not. Whoever told you that is talking shit. I remember my reply when you said, what if it's your parents? Ah, yes, I hear you. Empathy means you understand someone else's pain and your own. Yes, it doesn't mean you're trying to change it. And empathy is also an ego. We're trying to make ourselves look holy or thou, and we can't react or be our natural self because we have to hold our emotions. I have a problem with empathy only from certain belief systems. They've misinterpreted in a way that it shouldn't be in that way. But that's again ego, Garth. I'm going to be honest with you. Rise and shine, dear world. I trust to know you're doing well. Rise and shine, Carol. We've limited ourselves so badly by just adding more labels and more labels. A tree doesn't say it's going to fall. It naturally becomes who it wants to be. It will fall down. A sea will create waves. It doesn't need permission to create that waves. It just becomes. A fire doesn't need permission to burn. It just burns. Why is it that we as humans can't take a shit when we want to take a shit? Because we have to look around and see who's going to talk about the shit anyway. Make that make sense, guys? When are you going to accept us as it already? Being the human being is the ultimate it. Being an ant is the ultimate it. Being the wind is the ultimate it. But humans are not happy. You'll never be happy if you're still trying to find things and trying to define them outside of you. I like you, but I don't like what you wear. I like you, but I don't like your hair. I like you, but I don't like your voice. I like you, but I don't like your feet. Then you might as well just say you don't fucking like it, because there will never be anything you will like. Come on, let's get real. When are we going to stop complaining and start accepting? Let's get fucking real. I now see so much beauty around me. Thank you, Marcia. I love you, Lizard. You don't need to thank. I give seeds. I give tough love. Devin, thank you so much and welcome in. I give tough love, but I give seeds. But when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I stop the comments to see my eyes and talk to myself. I need to hear myself say to you what I'm saying. Because I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to me. I'm not better than you guys. I'm not above you. I'm not above anyone. And whoever thinks they are more than you, walk away from them. We're all made of the same thing. A thought within a thought within a thought. That is it. Zanita, thank you for the bloop bloop. To ask all the questions I have, I'd need to get my phone fixed. Pop up in your box sometime, lol. Absolutely, Susie. I don't expect anything from anyone. I'm self-sufficient, independent, nothing, lol. Oh, Julie! So profound. Thank you, Gary. For now, I'm just going to listen to it intent to try to understand. Susie, you're a subscriber. As a subscriber, next week, Saturday, we've got the Zoom calls. Oh my gosh, what a weird kind of English was that. Forgiveness me. Devin says, you're blocking me. Why haven't you done it yet? Oh, wait, you wanted attention? Guys, Devin wanted attention. It's so damn true. We need to stop complaining and show unconditional. Even the unconditional word is like, why do we need to be unconditioned? Because we are loved. Love means accept. Thank you, Emily, for the share. I trust to know you're doing well, Zanita. Wouldn't have you any other way. I appreciate you, Julie. Shimane, thank you for the follow. I'm evolving. Yes, we are evolving. We're not learning. We're evolving. We're learning to be the ultimate it that we were already. That's it. Why do we need to be learning that we are something more than? I don't understand how Zoom calls work. I wanted to join last Saturday. Susie, go on to how to use Discord. For those who don't know, I have a Discord community with free tools, and they are free. Okay, you just need to create a Discord account and join in, and that's it. It's on the link tree. My partner in palliative care. I trust and know he will heal with ease and grace. They will heal with ease and grace, they're telling me to say. I've evolved. Yes, you have. I used to think I was below people. I'm still struggling with it some days, but I push the thought. But ask yourself why you still struggle with that. Constance says amen. Or the Saturday before, can't recall. It was the Saturday before. It was last week. It's not Zoom, it's Discord, Chuck. I call it the Zoom Discord. Discord is an app, yeah. It's an app. Oh, I was going to say, who's Ben, Jody? I was going to ask you, who's Ben? Brr. There you go. Brr. Kachi, so I see you. It is what I was told as a child. But are you a child, princess? This is where I have a problem with you guys. You spoiled brats. I was that, princess. Are you a child or are you an adult? Everybody says it was I was told as a child. Are you a child or are you an adult? What the fuck are you right now? Right now, right here, right, princess, here now. What are you right now? A child or an adult? My bad, I love those Zoom calls. It was good ones. I understand this. So don't bring it up. Marcia, I see you as well. I'm still aching, child. You still an aching child? I'm a baby, says Susie. My chronological doesn't matter. Exactly, Lizette. Absolutely, it does not matter. What matters is that I'm here and I'm now. I'm a child adult. So as a child adult, that means you are pure state. Because as a baby, we didn't judge people. We didn't see something as ugly or pretty. We didn't say black and white. We didn't say rich or poor. We were pure. So what happened as an adult? What happened as an adult? Just so you know, my lovely, I'll be heading off shortly, my love, and I'll be live later. Absolutely, just share it on Discord. When you press the share button, if you've got Discord on your phone, it should show. I did tell Brandy this yesterday. that when they go live, she needs to share it on Discord. Same place I share it. So when you press the share button, you should see the Discord logo. That's why I need to get my beliefs in order. How do you get your beliefs in order? Okay, let's go there. I am timeless. Yes, you are limitless and timeless. How do you get your beliefs in order? Think of nature. You saw what I was going to do. You saw what I was going to do, and now you're fucking hiding. You saw what I was going to do, and now you're fucking hiding. I believe it. You little shit. You saw what I was going to do. You saw. You knew I was going to do it. African liberation. Thank you so much. I didn't see you come in. Trust you're doing well. By believing in yourself already. Exactly. She saw what I was going to be true to who you really are. That's right. And who are you? Who are you? Remembering who you are. Right, Stephen? Who are you? Stephen, who are you? I'm a big shit. You're not a shit. You're a perfect human being. We are the boss of you. I fucking love that. I just am. Lizard says I am. I love that. I'm everything and nothing. Absolutely. You're the creator. Hi, Asha. I haven't seen you for so long. I trust to know you're doing well, my love. Guys, keep tapping that screen. 9:30. I am off. 9:30. So we've still got a few more minutes left. I am me. I am powerful. I am relentless. I am the queen. I am the creator. Yes, you are. I am calm. I am bliss. I learned that I am a creator of my own reality and the universe responds. You are the universe, Mace. Do you guys want me to do what we did the other day? For those who weren't in the live, Julie wasn't in the live. There's a few of you. Chuck. I mean, I have to start getting up earlier. I thought your time zone changed, Junana. You're not 2 hours behind. You're an hour behind. I come alive 5:30. Nobody pitches up until 6. I don't even see myself as a creator. Everything and nothing. Those are just words. You know where I stand, Lizard. Jasmine says, not yet. Really? Oh, you don't want me to do this? Not yet? As we did yesterday? It's only, I thought your time zone changed. That's what Jasmine's saying, not yet. Oh, I hear you, the end of the month. I hear you now, Jasmine. If we take the beginning and the end and put them together, they're becoming the now. If you take the beginning and the end and you put them together, they become the whole, which is your world circle. Susie? And then if you add the N and you add the W, it becomes the now. N-O-W, who can break that up? It was. Mace, you want me to do it? Nicely said, Marcia. Number 8. I have a connection with 9. I don't know. My life has been based on 8 and 9. When I used to do numerology, Lizard, I don't attach myself to that anymore. And I'm changing with it, setting my brain to wake earlier. We are in spring. There is sun. Oh, I love that. That's a good, I like that. Okay, so if you start a circle and you end it, nicely oriented wonder. Nicely oriented wonder. You could say that, yeah. Nicely oriented wonder. Could say that. Been here now. And if you are here now, that means you are it already. Referring to the infinity symbol. Oh, the two, they're not separated. In the UK, it's now 6:49 earlier in the morning, and already we have sunshine and blue skies. I like how you guys are thinking. All right, Mace asked me to do a recap of what we did last time. How you be preaching all the nonsense, but you're standing with gray hairs instead of living the dream life. I am living the dream life. It's your assumption that thinks I'm not living, because your way of a dream life is not the same as mine. Okay. But here you are judging me, and you tell me that you want peace in this world when you've been an ass first. Instead of focusing on who I look like and what I look like, that doesn't feed your fucking ego. Here you are telling me who to be to feed your ego. Make that make sense, brother. Make that make sense. Why are you on TikTok to begin with if you're fucking here to judge people? Who are you? You go to the toilet, you take a shit, I take a shit is a shit. So if you think I'm a shit, imagine what the fuck you are. Come on. Get real. Get real. My new reality is just here and now. Absolutely. Random thought, Mama, I love you. I love you too. Sophine is around. I am now doing research about how the three worlds collide. Are we in the underworld here? There is no such thing as three worlds. There's only one, and that's you. And the research you're reading is a belief system carried by a human. Mama Marcia, you are glorious with your perfect hair. Thank you. Always one. This is my Marcia. I'm home. Speaking of nature, right? Right? Flower D, trust you're doing well. Right. Guys, who is human? Who is human? This is a recap. Man, see, this is a recap of what we did. And then you'll see the whole video on YouTube this week, because these lives go onto the YouTube. Thank you for the follow, Nicholas. Okay, so it's me, I, we, us, all, nothing. Okay, who is nature? Me, we, us, they, everything. Me, we, oh shit, we, us, I, all, nothing. All is everything, by the way. It's just shorted to write. Who is consciousness? Who is Tabang? Is Tabang? I think it was Tabang that said he's doing some studies. Take this, write this down, and then do your research, and you'll see why I don't resonate with that research. I think it was Tabang. Tabang, you said you're doing research about the underworld, overworld, and blah, blah world. And I'll tell you why I don't resonate with that. And maybe this, take a screenshot with the, don't stop doing your research, because it adds value to what it is that you are looking for, right? It adds value. But take this with that and make your own truth. Find your own truth. Welcome in, Brian. I've been watching the YouTubes every day, catch up. Yeah, I've been behind, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, so I can also create my own set of research sites to push my own beliefs. Yes. And that's what everybody's doing, Taban. Marcia, I also have gray hair, just started stoked. Mine is coming slowly away. I'm doing something and it's actually working, but it was just a test. Me, us, all, everything. So consciousness is me, we, us, I, all, everything and nothing. Right. Who is soul? Who is soul? Shit, you guys are talking a lot. I'm behind. So can beginning and end also be seen as everything and nothing? And a beginning cannot exist without the end, and the end cannot exist without the everything. Therefore, there is no beginning and there is no end. Yes, heaven, earth, and underworld. Yeah. But you'll see what I'm saying here. And what is heaven, earth, and underworld? If you want me, I can give you a breakdown of what my understanding of it. I'm still in the loop, Marcia. Yes, you are. Okay. So soul, who is the soul? Who is the soul? Everything. So it's me, we, us, I, all, and nothing. Okay, who is the sun? Who is the moon? Who is the angels? Who are the demons? Who are the spirits? Who are the animals? Who are that? Is insightful when it comes to the topic as well. Jung? Don't know about Jung, but I will do that. When I feel like people around me are performing sorcery to me, is trying to hack my body being, is that just paranoia? It's a belief that you have, which is created through a thought, which then becomes a reality for you, and you can undo that. My cat in the got her first grey whisker. We are twins now, also have grey whiskers. Love that, Susie. Right. All of this is me, we, us, I, all, and nothing. Nothing is outside of you. Nothing is outside of you. Right. So now we got to that point. Nothing is outside of you and everything is you. So Tabang asked me that he is going to do research about heaven, world, underworld. Okay. Here they perceive as a belief, heaven, a label. Okay. Then they're going to perceive, well, they've changed it now. They've changed it again. Right. World, underworld. Underworld. Right. There's other peoples that are labeling it like this. Okay. There's other people that is going that body, forgive me, body, mind, soul. Some people change this. Okay. Some people change this. My dog's mom, Carl Jung. I'm gonna have to do some research on Carl. I don't know Carl Jung. Applies for interpretation of the self. Yeah. When it happens, I don't give it energy and it can't affect me. No, because it is you. Question about sitting in silence. How do you stop thinking about silence? Why are you thinking about silence? To some, what you are going over right now, remember who I am. Yes, absolutely. Yes, I always feel like I am one of the sun, the moon, and the weather. Right, so Tabang, okay, this is your sun. This is your moon. This is your fire. Oh, fuck. Forgive me. This is your fire. This is your water. And all of this is a human. And the fact that we are not accepting ourselves as humans, we keep looking for something outside of us. So we're going to keep searching. And the more you search, it's going to come back to you. And the more you search, it's going to come back to you. And the more you search, it's going to come back to you until you get nothing. And then you realize we're actually nothing after all. So everybody who's searching what you're actually searching for is you, because you are it already. I'm trying to quiet the mind, so then I think, shh, don't think. But why are you trying to quiet the mind when you should be ignoring it? Why would you try to control something? Yes, you are the blueprints. Body equals water, sun, and mind matter, right? You can say that, but in the end, it's all you. It's a thought of a thought of a thought which makes it real. Because you're thinking it, you're making it. So if you focused on it and you believe in it, that's the world you'll be in. That's the reality you're going to experience, and it's going to feel real to you. But if you don't want to be in that reality, you have to change the way you understand it, which becomes an understanding. Thought, word, deed, fact, Julie. Does that make sense, Taban? Everything is a reflection of what you think inside of you. So if you think there's demons, those demons are you, which are going to reflect back to you. So if you believe in spirits, those spirits are you reflecting back to you. There's nothing outside of you. It's just, there is 144,000 versions of you created already in this now. There's 144,000 versions of you created in this now. And wherever you put your focus, that's the reality you're going to experience. Does that make sense, Taban? So when you see people saying, I'm part of the 144,000 awakened people, I am the savior, what they're saying is, I've got a big ego and I think I'm more than you. And I'm saying, fuck you. There's my love, there's my light. Because in true form, there's actually 144,000 of you created already in this now, in different densities, which means different songs. That's why it's called universe. Universe means the one-eye song. So what song are you playing? And whatever song you're playing, that's the reality you're going to experience. That's the reality you're going to experience. I thought that's part of the exercise. To stop it? No. Every song starts with your thought, yeah. So I have an alcoholic grandmom who disturbs my peace at home. What can I do? See a version of your grandmother that's not alcoholic. See it. Be in that reality. Sing that song where your grandmother decides she's no longer drinking. Where does the 144 came from? Isn't that the programming as well? No. That was a belief system to control people. No. There is 144,000 of you. That means there are 144,000 symphony versions of you. Songs, universe versions of you. So you need to identify, Tabang, that if you want the song world to be in, what reality? Change the song by changing the focus. Instead of finding fault with your grandmother, see your grandmother healthy, no longer drinking, changing her mindset. Be in that present now. See it, believe it, know it to be true, and you will shift to that reality. Is it possible to a multidimensional being into 3D model? Is it possible to put a multidimensional being? You are the multidimensional. You are it already. And if you are feeding someone else's belief, that's the reality where they think outside people are there. So you will become part of that reality because you believe it. Wherever you're putting your energy. So if you're watching a video that says the aliens are killing you, that's the world you're going to be in where the aliens are killing you, because that's what you're believing and that's what you're feeding. Because that's what you're thinking. Taban, you really need to ask yourself, what is your grandmother teaching you? Because your grandmother's teaching something about you. Was referring to the whiteboard. Oh, misunderstood you. Forgive me. Had experience 25 years ago of being appeared or spoken to me in languages couldn't understand. Yes, I've had that too. And I actually understood because my heart was open gratefully. Only happened once, but never again. Well, ask yourself, what were you scared of? If you were afraid of something, ask yourself why. I still get it. I still hear myself in all those different songs. There are versions of you. It's nothing outside of you. Yes, you understand it from your heart space, not from your ego. If your heart's not open, you won't hear it. It's called a song for a reason. It's the anger that she's teaching me now. I nearly beat her days ago, but I know I'm better than that. Right, okay. Are you sure it was only your grandmother, or is it your father or your mother's anger by not being able to express yourself and being yourself? Tabang, ask. I really had to get out of my head today on creating problems for myself. Why? Do you not like peace? I understand through the energy when the people speak different. Yes, because energy is the true song. It's not the labels. I was terrified, Marcy. I wanted to move out of my home. There you go. So that's why you heard it once and you didn't hear it again. I appreciate you too, Stephen. Don't forget. You're going to heal with ease and grace. Why? Because you are healing. Does anybody else have any questions? I literally have 25 minutes and then we're going to do guess the number. We are going to learn not learn. I need to stop using that word learn. We don't need to learn to be a fucking human. We are it already. I need to really stop using the word learn. I get so annoyed with it. I grew up under the abusive control. My parents both abandoned me, so I prefer to keep the peace. Right, but are you keeping the peace? Okay? Abusive control. So have you forgiven them? Because this is happening and it's going to keep happening until you have let go. So have you forgiven them? Tabang ask, have you forgiven them? Be honest with yourself. I'm not here to judge you, brother. Oh, I see. So why it didn't happen again? Yes, because you feared it. Yay. But grandma always evokes my shadow side. But is she evoking it or are you feeding it? Tabang. Is she evoking or are you feeding it? Because if her words are triggering you, that means you need to hear me now. Hear me. That means you have not forgiven. And that is why it still affects you. And when it stops affecting you, you have forgiven, and therefore it will never affect you again, and she will no longer do it because you don't react to it. And because you're reacting to it, that means you haven't forgiven. Now do you understand? Because forgiveness is the key. Why does her words matter to you? Why does it matter what she thinks about you? Are you a people pleaser? Number one, ask yourself that. The most insecure people are the most dangerous people. Be mindful of your words, Flower D. If someone tells me they're insecure, you're the most dangerous person. Because you will only like me for what I can give you. That's it. So ask yourself, is it insecurity? I'm so happy this happened to someone else too. I've never understood why it happened. Yeah. My sis says, I am grateful to have joined in. So the Bible said only 104 are going to heaven. Explain. No. I'm going to tell you that was misinterpreted. Okay. You've got 144,000 versions of you, and heaven is you. You are the heaven, and you can experience all 144,000 of you once you've reached that crystalline heaven in you. That means I'm no longer in judgment. I accept all as is, and you become the full embodiment Christ-like person, which is consciousness. Once you've reached the consciousness, you then get to experience everything, nothing, all at once. and you get all your powers back. In other words, you can change into a cat or a mouse. You can change into time. You can change into wind. You can change into a flower. You can change into a human at pleasure once you've reached the full crystalline bodied I self. Don't be enabling. Exactly. I haven't forgiven them. I just wanted to get away from them, but I always stay away a while. But there you go. Because you haven't forgiven them, you're going to keep attracting those type of people, and your grandmother is doing it. The fact that you're letting affect it, you are feeding it. And the fact that you're feeding, you're going to keep attracting it. And the more bad you talk about it, the more you're giving it energy. And you're giving your precious energy away, the more you are invoked by it. Are you hearing, Tabang? Don't think, I know you're feeding it. Your shadow side is the unknown part of yourself that requires exploration. Actually, no, it doesn't require exploration. Look around you, lizard. It's all there in front of you. I love your nails. Thank you. When I forgave myself, I forgave others. Yes. You are God. You are all things. Oh, gee. You're kind of my type. Are you single? I'm not looking for anybody. Does it look like that this is Tinder? Does it look like that I want to be fucked? Does it look like that I am looking for a boyfriend on social media? No. So if you are looking for a boyfriend or a girlfriend, come into someone's live and ask them, what's this all about? Because if it says singles club, those are the clubs you need to be in. Not me. I'm not a piece of meat that you can just fetch from the internet. Be mindful, guys. Be mindful. I choose detachment instead, but now I don't know where next I can go to live. If you're going to choose detachment, wherever you go, there you will be. You're not hearing what I'm saying. So you're either going to keep learning or you're going to keep running. Choose one. Finally, the answer to a question I asked a few weeks ago. Now I understand. I did do a whole live about this, Susie. Pixie! Repeat what? I've got 12. That makes so much sense. Hi, Pixie. Thank you for the 104 teaching. I will share this with others who are misled and slavering away. Yeah, don't, guys. Please, you're not sheep. I saw a video with the guy taking one sheep, and there's 100 sheep following this one sheep, and he took them around a circle, and in the circle was a fire, a bonfire, Mace, and he just showed them, and they just kept running around in circles. When are we going to get off that circle and really find the truth? Everyone is powerful. No one is more, no one is less. I am alive. Yes, you are, Marcia. I just spit my tea out loud as I remember why I see you, Stephen. I appreciate you. I hear you now. Okay, got it. Always. I must have missed that live. Yeah, it should be on YouTube. It should be on YouTube already, actually. About the 104 versions of ourselves. Yes. Lizzie, thank you for the follow. I perceived myself to be lost. The exploration was the shadow work. I realized I was never lost. Yeah, we were never lost. It was just the idea we gave it. Yeah, because we were trying to be something we were not. Oh, thank you, Mani. It is on. Oh, thank you, Mani. Just reminded me. Susie, it's on YouTube. Thank you, Mani. Do I look like I want to be hooked? Oh. I'm not a fish. I don't know why people assume. They don't come into the live and see what's the live about. They just assume that I want something. I don't. I'm glad I joined this live. Just took back energy I gave to something that I don't want to happen. I never said you're a piece of meat. If you assume I came to Surupi, maybe you need to do some work. Oh, gee, no. I didn't go to your house and say, you look pretty. I want to know if you're single. You came to my house. Okay, you could have just got to know me without bringing that up. It's simple. I already done my shadow work. I know who I am. I know what I am. I know what I'm capable of. Just because I'm single doesn't mean I mingle. Just because I come on live doesn't mean I want to go out with someone or something. And if you need the validation to think that you can do it publicly because you want to be validated by 53 people, that I got to ask Marcia to go out because I think she's pretty, then your morals are somewhere. And it's not respect. Because if you truly respect someone, you get to know them. And it's not about dating. And it's not about social media. Because social media is not where you go find love. It's not. So if you think I need work, look in your mirror. Because I am your fucking mirror. Anishu, trust you're doing well. Can you explain about the 104 versions of ourselves? See, Sandy, go to the YouTube. Go to the YouTube. It's on the YouTube. Guys, on the YouTube is the live where I talk about the 144. Okay. You're welcome, Julie. So, heaven world, underworld is you. It's your perception, deceptive self-eye that gives it. So if someone says something is round and you put the focus on it, you're going to see it as round as well. Okay, you're going to see it as round as well. So if I tell you that the grass is blue, if you look at it and see it, the grass is blue, you're going to see it as the grass is blue. But if there's 50,000 people saying the grass is green, you're going to see the grass is green because there's 50,000 people putting energy on the grass saying that it is green. So if you think that this is round or you think that this is flat, it's the energy you're feeding that becomes it. Okay, it's the energy you feed it that becomes it. Only if you could clarity to me like you do now about this laptop issue I have. The laptop issue could be your energy. Sometimes not sometimes, always. Technology is affected by ourselves. 101 gotcha. Right. And what you actually see in your perception of your reality, absolutely. The fact that OG is still trying to defend himself already tells me there is a problem. Because we don't accept people's answers. OG, let me explain to you. The fact that I replied and you're on the defense already tells me you don't like the fact that I gave you the response. You don't like who I am and you're trying to change me to feed your fucking ego. The fact that you keep replying and you keep responding me and you're trying to gaslight me and saying that it's me. I did not go to your profile and say I want to fuck you and I'm looking for you. You came to my profile and said I want to date you. When I was talking about this, I wasn't talking about dating. And if you really were interested, you don't go onto a public and say, hey guys, I'm going to ask her out while she's trying to show something. So don't gaslight me. Fuck off instead. Because if you're looking for women to date, already there's a problem if you're looking for women to date on social media. Because if you're looking for women to date on social media, that means in reality you're hiding from someone. Because if you really wanted to look for someone, you would go out in nature, you would go out to a park and find someone that actually is there beside you. So don't come lie to me. Fuck. Don't tell me that you are not respecting me when you are disrespecting me. If you are looking for someone to go out with, you don't go on social media. Simple. Because then you are hiding. You're hiding. You're hiding. You're hiding and you're lying. I don't have to look at the profile. The words say a lot, Susie. Men who approach women and women who approach men on social media looking for something, there's a problem. Because you're not being honest. You're too afraid to go out there because you're too scared of what they will see, the true you. So don't come here with your gaslighting bullshit. Block me, unfollow me, then fuck off. Because there's my light, there's my light. In the Hall of Mirrors, fact. Thank you for saying this, Mars. It's true. It's true. Because if I only had one person in this life, I can guarantee you 1,000 to 1 that that fucker would not come into my life and say, I want to fuck you. But because there's 64 people, here you are trying to get validation and attention. And then there's women that will fall for that. There's women that will fall for that. I was on the live yesterday from 5:30 till 6. People that come into my live every day came in, saw there was no one, got out. Came in, got out. When there was 20 or 30 people in the live, that's when they came in. And then said, hello, Marcia. Already you're telling me who the fuck you are. Anywho, for those who want to know, people think that I come on live just to fucking show off. I've got my mirror. I already show off to my mirror. I go to my mirror and I show off to my mirror. I look at my mirror and I say to my mirror, right, Marcia, what is it that you had to learn today? For the first time in my entire life, I actually stood up for myself. Thank you. Thank you for valuing and honoring you, because you don't take people for what they're showing you. You take them for what they are actually truly showing you. Not what I think I am. It's what I see you are. I stopped him with just his childish soul. Do you believe in African spirituality? I believe all spirituality has... I believe all spirituality has value. All belief system adds value. Do I resonate with all of them? No, Tabang. Because some of them have created indoctrinations. In other words, they're keeping people sheep. They're telling them that something is outside of you and that's trying to control you, when nothing is outside of you. You're the one in control. And the one that is in control is creating it. Body, mind, soul, oneness. But the rabbit can't think same. The wolf, whatever the wolf reveals, the rabbit sees gas. Those are words. Tatiana, where did the wolf and the rabbit come from, Tatiana? Tabang, let me write this down. You take a screenshot of it. My personality is my reality. Okay? What I believe becomes. What becomes is experience. What is experience? An illusion of a thought. Take a screenshot of that. Tatiana says what? Trying to hook the wolf? A rabbit's trying to hook the wolf? Maybe the rabbit wasn't fluffy enough. The rabbit is just as powerful as the wolf. Without it, the wolf would not survive. Fact, lizard. Who's the wolf? I don't know, Tabug. A thought is a thought is a thought. That's right. What is a thought? What is a thought? What is a thought? A thought is a seed, which is then a seed, which is then a seed, which then becomes an idea, which then becomes a reality. Someone made an account up with this, with your pick. Oh, shit. Can you? Stephen's laughing his head off. Stephen, you should be sleeping, you little nana. You're supposed to heal yourself. I enjoy listening to your words. It is affirming to hear, and it's reminding charm. Oh, I appreciate you, Emily. Take a screenshot for me, please, Simon, and let me just block them and report them. They must like me so much they wanted to make another me sad. All right, my personality is my reality. What I believe becomes. What becomes is an experience. And that experience, can I spell experience? That experience is an illusion of a thought, which is a thought of a thought of a thought, which is a seed of a seed of a seed. And whatever I feed that seed, when I feed that seed, gives me the idea, which then becomes that reality. I'm going to go report the account. When you put Marcia in search bar, it pops up. I'll have a look. I screenshotted the board. Okay. So if you understand this, then you understand that everything you are learning is not real unless you want to experience it. So everything you are learning, you're going to experience it because you're feeding the seed. So if you want to experience it, that's right. So do you understand now what I'm saying about African spirituality? And I'll explain to you. There was 2 witch doctors that came into my life a year ago. And in their coming into life, they said, I'm going to put a death spell on you. And I said, try, it's not going to work. 3 months later, they came into the life. They said, it's not real. You should have been. You're too powerful. I said, the power that I gave you was fuck all. Therefore, you had no power over me. They're no longer witch doctors, just so that you all know. They are now creative, kind, loving beings creating a beautiful reality. Showing people how to heal themselves the same way as I'm doing. My friend, the witch doctor. Oh, fuck, I never thought of that. Bloop, bloop. My friend, the witch doctor, all in love with you. Oh my God, there's actually a song about it. I didn't think about it. Because they realize nothing is power if you don't feed that power. The problem is that if your profile gets duplicated, TikTok eventually closes all the profiles. Oh, well, I've got a backup. I've got a backup that's called Marcia M888111. Han meditation, I love that. Han, welcome in. I love meditation. Han meditation, love the name, Han. Yeah. Simon, just maybe it's my backup account. Maybe you've got my backup account. Does it say Marcia M5 or does it say Marcia M888111? If it says Marcia 888111, that's my backup. If you want to know which one is my backup, just have a look on my Linktree. Hi. I trust to know you're doing well. Thank you for the roses, Stephen. Thank you for the roses, Carol. I'm very grateful. Does anybody have any questions? If not, we're going to do guess the number. So if you want to take a screenshot, take a screenshot. I'll have to get new cookies next week. I'll only come live again on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I found a way to report fake accounts that apparently works well. Did I DM it to you? Yes, you did. I did. You did. Should I quit it? I can't tell you what to do. Tabang, you have to make your own choices. And in those choices you're making, you have to take accountability. And if you don't like that reality, you've got to ask yourself why. Just remember, everything is a mirror of you because we are in water. Julie! Julie, that was huge, love. Thank you. So in water, when you're saying, I'm going to do a spell on someone, you're actually doing it on you. Unacceptable. Lizard says, unacceptable. But I cannot tell you what to do, Tabang. If you want to go in traditional medicine, go in traditional medicine. If you want to be a witch doctor, be a witch doctor. Follow your heart as long as you don't do any harm. Because if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to them. I live in abundance thanks to you. So do I. Julie, I took a walk this morning. It was beautiful. Tracy, I trust to know you're doing well, love. Julie says, hi, Carol. Hi, Carol. Julie's doing the wave. I need you all to hear why I replied to this person the way I replied. I don't have to, but I want you. I want you to hear why I replied why I did. Because apparently they're still watching on the For You and they need to hear this. Okay, so I'm going to show you what the problem is with society and when it comes to relationships. I can't show you, but I'll make you listen to it. Yep, I got it. Nope, I don't want to be a witch doctor. I love being an artist, but I do be like you. You are already me. We are all one. It's the idea. Don't put me above or below. We are all equal beings. If you attach yourself to a label, you've limited yourself. Undo the labels. I am jumping off now. Road trip on Richards Bay today. I get to see how beautiful. Oh, I love that. Have fun, Carol. Cherie. Hello, love. Enjoy sweet shares. Absolutely. Okay, are we ready to hear it? This is going to be interesting. And it's not working.
We're completely...
Listen.
The most beautiful thing that a person can give to you, or that you could give to a person, is your completely unfiltered personality from what's going on in here and in here coming out. Giving you a filterless view of exactly what you're feeling and thinking in every given moment. The second they change it a bit, alter it, I'm not seeing a true piece of art, a true person. I want to be able to give that to somebody. The most beautiful thing a person can do that is receiving that is give their unwavering attention back to that person. The most beautiful thing that a person can give to you, or that you could give to a person, is your completely unfiltered personality from what's going on in here and in here coming out. Giving you a filterless view of
personality
exactly
of what's coming here and here coming out. And if you are not representing yourself in that form, I can see the bullshittery.
I want to be able to give that to somebody. The most beautiful thing a person can do that is receiving that.
Because a person who does not represent themselves in an unfiltered form, you're hiding. And if you're hiding, you're trying to conform someone to feed your ego because your cup is empty. It's simple as that. Okay. If I do adult films and it brings me joy and satisfaction, then it's for me, right? Yes, because that's what you want. But make sure that everybody isn't consensual with that. It's a choice, Tabang. There's nothing wrong with what you're wanting to do, unless you think it's wrong. And if someone judges you and you feel bad, then you have to ask yourself, somewhere, somehow, you've judged yourself as well. Will you post this clip as a video, please? Yes. It's going to come on Tuesday. D, it's going to come on Tuesday. It's where adults are doing sexual interactions. That's what an adult film is. When they're doing sexual interactions with each other. You're welcome, love. And this is the second one. I want you guys to listen to the second one. Listen to what he says. You're welcome, love.
Allowed to be attracted to a person and just be friends with that person. That's not a friends with benefits thing. That's not some weird, strange, polyamorous type of thing. This is a healthy way of going about dating. What we are taught to do in traditional dating that teaches courtship is to practice romantic things, relationship things before the relationship. Holding hands and all of those type of things that go along with a relationship. And we're saying we are going to save the romantic stuff for the relationship and just practice a friendship even if we're attracted to that person. You're allowed to be attracted to a person and just be friends with that person. That's not a
Now, that person wasn't interested in friendship. That person was only interested in what? Who knows? Because if he really respected me as a woman, he wouldn't have said what he said. Right? So, do we respect other people the way we want to be respected? No. Okay. Stephen says yes. Interested in Tinder Talk? I'm not interested in Tinder Talk. There is a Tinder Talk, guys. You can research it. If you're looking for date accounts, they go on live and they do dating games. I know someone who does that. I'm not lying to you. I promise you, they call it Tinder Talk. They go on live and they put someone in the box and they say, who wants to go on a date with this person? And then they bring 3 people up and then they do like a whole game show thing. It's a whole game show thing. The Tinder Talk, what next? I don't know. I think people in society are bored, I think. This clips makes me happy that I was friends with my boyfriend before we started dating. I love that. He was interested, not you, lol. Exactly. Scotty says crazy. That's new. Yes, it's true. Hi, Craig. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I just don't do, but it doesn't mean I disrespect what they do. If that's what they want to do and it makes them happy, I let them. It's not for me to judge, guys. So that's why what Tabang said, I didn't judge Tabang, because if that makes Tabang happy, let him be happy. That's what fulfills Tabang. Guys, stop judging. We need to stop judging. We've got to allow people to be people. I met my ex-husband on TikTok in COVID time. Wow, there you go. Looking for a tick or your be universal. That's right, Julie. Don't judge what people are doing. If you don't like what they're doing, just get off social media. If you don't agree with it, just don't follow it. Don't feed it. Don't feed it. Absolutely don't feed it. All right, we're going to do Guess That Number. Who's ready for Guess That Number? Is the board clean? Yes, the board's clean. Remember, we are using 0 to 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How are you going to guess the number? You're going to visualize the board. See the board. See the board? It's empty. 3 years ago on here, and I connected through art that he does and we have in common. I love that. My favorite game, says Prison, I am wasting time by praying and thinking. I believe we are it. But you're not wasting time in praying. If you're actually listening to you praying and you really believe, then you wouldn't be guessing and thinking you are wasting time. Because praying is the same as meditation. And it's the same as affirmations. But because you are not believing in you, you'll never see the results because you're attached to something outside of you. Tabang, my brother, Tabang, hear me when I say this. Your cup is empty. Do you understand when I'm saying your cup is empty? Tell me what you understand when I say your cup is empty. What do you understand when I say your cup is empty? My cup is full, your cup is empty. You're still visualizing the board? Forgive me, lizard. Do you understand what I mean? Your cup is empty. Tell me what you understand when I say your cup is empty. I have nothing. My emotions are not fulfilled. Right. That means I do not accept. I do not value. I do not love. I do not honor. So I want to manipulate, change everything outside of me. Chase, chase, chase. Because I don't want to do it. I'm too fucking lazy. And I'm saying to you, stop being lazy. Give all of that to you, because you will never be happy until you find happy in you by being it already. You will never love someone because you don't know what love is. Love means I accept as is. Nothing that they will do will ever change the way I feel about myself. Whether they scream at me, whether they don't scream at me, they will still be fulfilled. In me, I am fulfilled. I don't need anyone to give me something to make me something, because I am it already. And the more you're looking outside, the more you are devaluing, abandoning, hurting, and putting disease in your body. Because you being your own human is your worst humanity enemy. You are your worst enemy. You're self-destructive. And you're never going to take accountability and responsibility because you don't want to forgive and you want to keep blaming them for what you are doing. So please, Tabang, don't look out, look in. Because everything as above, as below, as within is what you will go without. Everything is reflecting to you who you hate the most. And who do you hate the most? You. So instead of hating you, fill your cup. Fill all parts of you so that you can change the world you're in. Because if you hate the world, that means you hate you. You are the world. You are the conscious. You are the human. You are it in its all being it. Nothing is outside of you. It's all in you. Absolutely, Susie. My word language represents my thinking mind and feeling heart. I love your words, Mace. I love that, Mace. I actually want to pin that. Can I pin that? I can. I really want to pin it. That was worth pinning at the moment. Oh, I get it now. Without having to feel to chase what I feel lack. Every time you're chasing is every time you're lacking. You don't see it. You don't feel it. That's what you're doing. You are lacking. No wonder my bones have been having pains out of nowhere. So I have to forgive and to get. Yes, because you're not letting go. People label it as different things, but we create out of thought, words, and deeds. Yes. It's the same as what I just said. We are not drops of the ocean, but the entire ocean in a single drop. Yes, Cherie. Absolutely. How do we fill our cups? How do you fill water in a cup? Same way. Catherine, thank you for the follow. Your emotions have the potential to create inflammation of the body if you go unchecked pain. Yes. Okay. If you are seeing bad in everything, you're poisoning your body. It's like a snake eating its own tail. And that's exactly what you're doing. The snake thinks by running away and talking shit about Tom, Dick, and Harry, what you're actually doing is you're talking shit about you. You're the Tom, you're the Dick, you're the Harry. Nothing is outside of you. You just taught me to affect the cause. I don't have to base my happiness on the environment. Yes. Absolutely. You are the environment, Mace. And if the environment is affecting you, that means you're allowing people's perception of you affect you. That means you're still a people pleaser. And if the environment doesn't affect you, you're no longer being people pleased. You are in control of your own power. It means you're in control of your own energy bubble. And if anything gets thrown at you and you get affected by it, that means deep down you have to go back and say, right, what's this reflecting back about me? Because it's all about ourselves. It's me, myself, I. Nothing is outside. So know thyself to fill thyself. Yes. Once you're fully in awareness of yourself, that's what awareness is. Awareness is not, I can see what's going to happen tomorrow. I am a psychic medium. You're not in awareness. Awareness is, I am observing myself, I realize that I am busy creating everything. And some of the stuff is not me creating, but I had to be there because I need to be the light within that storm. There has to be a light within a storm. Like yesterday, when my internet went off, there was a storm outside. It had to go off here for me to be the light there. Okay, you have to be it. So know thyself to fill. Starting to see, thanks Cherie. Everything is thee. There is nothing outside of thee. There is no lightning without thunder. You can say that, but you don't need the thunder and you don't need the lightning. In other words, when you're no longer judging it as good or bad, you don't see it as good or bad. You see it needed to be the way it was, and you could have changed it, and you choose to change it. You have the choice to make a change. In the meantime, while we do this last one, I want to say thank you to all of you that tapped that screen. Thank you for sharing and for your precious, valuable time, for lending me your ears, being open to hear. Thank you for accepting me as I am. Thank you for allowing me to accept you as you are. Gavin, we're going to do one more guess if you want to stay. Well, 10 out of 10, says Susie. That's cheating, says Susie. Thank you to all of you who shared your abundance with me. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to all my moderators. You guys are out of this world amazing. I'm very grateful and thankful. Flower D, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I honor the light in you too, Julie, as I honor the light in me. I want to say thank you to all of you. Stephen, I thank you for being you. Thank you. It's my first time here. I appreciate you too. Welcome in, Miss J. I'll be back on live, guys, on Thursday, South African time, 5:30. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yes, tell you why. Because in the last guess, I went from 10, then 8, then 1. The drama is real, says Lola. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. You too, Angel Wings. Thank you guys for sharing your precious, valuable time and energy. I'm very grateful. Really, really, truly grateful. So back on the Tai Chi. Marcia, I've started back on the... Do you know what, Julie? So have I. So have I, Julie. So have I. So I hear you and I see you. Right. And to you, Marcia. You're welcome, Lizard. You too, Jasmine. And thank you always for being who you are unapologetically. I appreciate you. Look forward to Thursday. I look forward to Thursday. Thank you, Jack Sparrow, for the follow. It's my first time on your live, and I loved you so much. Kia liboch. Kia liboch, Maze. Thank you. I appreciate you. I was going to ask if you were South African. Yes. I love being South Africa. I'm not going to lie. I love South Africa. I think Africa and South Africa is, I cannot describe to you. We as a unit are amazing. I don't care what people say. I don't care what people think. I know that we are going to be the ones to show everyone out there that we can show them that we are the change. It's not them, it's us. And we're going to get there. And I see it already happening. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We are one. Yes, we are one. See you hopefully later on today for my no, it's not going to be today. We do it on the live, the reading. That's why I asked you if you wanted it today. That's why I asked you if you wanted it today. Otherwise, Mythical, I can do it on the Zoom call. Lola says you won't believe. I believe everything you say. I love you for you. I love you for you too, love. Listening from Ireland, St. Patrick's. Oh, happy St. Paddy's Day, Scotty. I just don't like where I live now, but I also love my country. If you don't like where you live, then move. And the only thing you fear is you. Qigong Tai Chi sounds like it's happening. Yes, I love it. And Shaolin. I'm doing Shaolin as well. You are the smartest woman on TikTok. What you see in me is in you. I'm not more than anybody else. I am the same. So for all from Ireland, happy St. Paddy's. I say happy every day because I don't celebrate any holidays. I believe that every day is a holiday. Well, sort something. Absolutely. All right. I've caught up with, I think I've caught up. Oh, thank you. When is the Zoom again? The Zoom Tabang is next week, Saturday. The Zoom, go to events on Discord. It shows you. Watch it, says Julie. Exactly. What must I do to ask for a reading? You can become a subscriber. And as a subscriber, you then also get Zoom calls. We do a group Zoom call. Now I know why I have been drawn to you. Thank you, Lola. Thank you for the follow. Kimberly and Queen V, thank you for the follow. Why did I struggle to read that? Wow. Wow. What did you create, Marcia? All right. So trust your intuition, Scotty. Don't listen to what I say. Listen to what your heart says, all that. That's a lesson we can all learn from each other. Yes, you did say that. Yep. But some of you still stayed with that number 6. So, for all of you that stayed with the number 6, well done. Listen to your heart always, Scotty. Listen to your heart. All right. Go out there, take over the world. You are the world. You are the sea. You are the sun. You are the moon. Everything is you. Don't ever forget that. Everything is you. I will not go on live tomorrow. I'm going to be back on live on Thursday. For those who don't know, Patreon tomorrow. I've got a Patreon page every Monday. New content, new stuff on there. There is a podcast, Hey DJ, poll questions, meditations. What else do we have there? We've got the Master Guru tools. We've got the breathing tools now. We've got motivation. It's all on my Patreon page. If you are looking for free tools, I've got a Discord community that you are the world, Scotty. Yes, you are. You are the world, right? If you're looking for free tools, I have a Discord community. Anybody and anyone is welcome. It is for free. Download the app, create your account, double click on the bio. The link is there. I love a reading from you. You need to be a subscriber. Okay, otherwise you can book a session. If you are from South Africa, the session is 1,000 Rand for an hour. If you're not from South Africa, it's $100 for an hour. I will download. Everybody and anyone is welcome. Patreon is not for free. There are 2 tiers available. There is a master tier and a guru tier. Okay, master tier and a guru tier. Master tier has access to everything. Guru tier has a limitation. Have the best. You too, Julie. Give my love to the baby puppies. I must go Google Patreon as well while I Google how to join Discord. I don't know, Susie. You do you, boo. Mani! Have a wonderful... Julie says Patreon is the best. I've also got 3 books available, and those 3 books are on sale on Amazon. I am so full of joy. Thank you for the beautiful morning. First person to pop up on the TikTok today. Oh, Mace, I'm grateful. Guys, I want to forgive me for screaming, but you should know me. I express myself freely. And if you got triggered in any shape or form, ask yourselves why. Right? But I do express myself freely. I don't believe in holding emotions. Learn to express yourself freely. Right? And it's okay to express the way you feel. Do we need to feed that energy all the time? No. I don't always feed that energy all the time, but some days I do, and that's my free will. Follow your heart always. Thursday feels so long, so I better go find Discord in a hurry. Take care, everybody. I love you and I honor you and I appreciate you. Gotta go. Gotta go. Thank you for being you. I love you too. I love that you are real. I appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna go. Bye. Mwah. Gotta be gods after all. Damn it, Janet. Toodaloo.